In today's video, I am going to be breaking down today's trade I took. Today was actually a rushed trade. I took this trade in a rush, and that was because I actually had some things to do. But nevertheless, that isn't an excuse. The best thing I would have done today was just not to trade, because at the end of the day, we would have found a winning trade. Yeah, but since I wasn't going to be available for all this price action, the best thing I would have done was just to not trade today. And yeah, so let me just break down today's trade, which was so stupid and a loss. So as you can see here on the S&P 500, we go to the 5 minute time frame, and we'll go to the 1 hour time frame on the NAS100. So right here, so right here we can see that the S&P 500 already took out these highs here. So we took out this buy side liquidity level here on the S&P 500, but NAS100 hasn't even reached those highs yet up till now. So that still creates an SMT for us in a way. So let's go back down. So so still on the 1 hour time frame, we can literally see the NAS100 is still at this time that I took the trade, it was still below this consequent encroachment that we had on this 1 hour time frame. So let's go back to the 1 minute time frame on both pairs, right? And then we can dive better into this trade that I took today. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, we've taken out this buy side right there, also below this consequent encroachment of that fair value gap. Now what do I see here? Now at this point, price took out this high by 9:31. That was just 1 minute before market opened. But right here at 9:31, price didn't take out this high. So this already created a little SMT for me while we were still below this consequent encroachment and this fair value gap. So I was still believing we were going to see it push to the downside on that trade. But now I'm going to explain further. So when we were pushing to the downside, we took out this low, and not just taking out that low, we go to the 3 minutes time from there, we can see there was an inverse fair value gap at this low. As you can see here, there was an inverse fair value gap here. So that was what made me even want to take on this trade right there. But when I took out that trade, I took a sell trade. Right there, but I ended up losing the trade. Funny enough, I wasn't even supposed to take on this trade in the first place if I actually looked at this price action, because right here we already took out this low on the S&P 500, but the same low that is here, where is it? The same low here, we didn't take out that low at the same time. So that even tells me that I'm not even supposed to take any short trade at this time, because as you can see, we had this SMT and we had this push to the upside, but the NAS100 came down again to take out this low, which never happened on the S&P 500, still giving a good clear SMT to the upside. But my stupid ass was still looking for trades to the upside. That was one of the dumbest shit I did today for taking a long trade. Yeah, so it was so dumb actually. And like I said, it's not an excuse to say I was in a rush, because the best thing for me to have done that time was just not to take a trade. So this is literally almost 4 hours since I took this trade. And now that I was about to make this video, I literally just saw this clean entry right here. So look at what happened, right? This is exactly what happened. Now we have taken out our previous day highs on the S&P 500, but the NAS100 we haven't taken out its previous day highs, right? So that's still making a clear SMT to the downside, right? So now what do we see? If we look closely, if we draw here, we can see here this high got taken out by this high, but the S&P 500, this high didn't get taken out by this high. So this is already creating a clear SMT to the downside, right? But obviously, I'm not just going to take on that trade immediately. What are my confirmations? If we look at the S&P 500, we can see a clear bullish inverse fair value gap right there. On the NASDAQ, we can literally see a CISD created right there. So these are the cleanest entries you can ever see right here. So as soon as price inverses that gap, and as soon as price makes the CISD at the same candle, bro, we can literally take in a sell trade right there. And not just that, I did even add this. Not just that, we also have this inverse fair value gap right here. So a lot of things we can enter off of, bro. Like a lot of things, just that there are more confirmations right there. So we have an inverse fair value gaps on both pairs. We have an CISD on the NAS100 and two bearish SMTs. So that's a clear trade to the downside. So we're taking our sell trade right there, stops at this high, and then we can target our sell side liquidity levels, which is you can go for this target one, and then you can go for target two right there. I would advise taking partials at this low, because if we use our Fibonacci and draw out our premium and discount, we could see that this premium level is overlapping with this swing low right here. So this will be a good first take profit here for a 1 to 2, almost 30 points, and then you can end up holding the rest to this sell side right there for a 1 to 5. Like, bro, this is the issue of not being patient. Well, like I said today, I was still busy today, so the best thing I could have done is to get off the chart. So if you feel like, oh, you are in a hurry to do something, bro, do not just trade, bro, because you end up doing some dumb shit, losing stupid trades, and end up seeing crazy trades at the end of the day. So it was a good thing after losing that trade, I got off the chart. But as you can see, this is a clean 1 to 5 trade over 75 points. So that's basically today's trade. I didn't take in this trade. I took a sell trade somewhere right here. And yeah, so this is a video of me taking this trade.